Hey, what's up, YouTubers? Welcome back to another Toddy Walnuts video. And I know you're thinking, dang, is this guy going to keep uploading videos every day? No, the answer is no, but I have a little extra time and I don't have a lot to show in this video. I only actually have two recent releases that are on Blu-ray. I did pick up two PS4 games. And then I was going to show you guys a little box that I got a couple months ago about some little memorabilia pieces from the original Friday the 13th, which I'm really proud of. I wasn't going to quite show it yet. I'm still waiting for another couple pieces to come, and then I was going to show it all in one big, unboxing package deal. But I had to hold off on some of the other stuff, so I'm going to show you what I have now. I do have one thing that's in transit that's going to be coming from California, and I have to kind of hold off on a couple other things that I want to get because of money, lack of money at the moment. So, and then at the end of the video, actually, since we're talking about it now, and I'm going to show the PS4 games first because this is a question I have for my viewers. The first game that I picked up used yesterday at GameStop is called Horizon Zero Dawn. And I'm a big fan of gameplay. I wouldn't consider myself a gamer, whereas I don't get to sit down and spend, hours upon hours each day playing games. But I do enjoy them. I think they are good for stress relief, and I love the style of a lot of these games. This one here I never really heard of. I don't know much about it. When I went to GameStop yesterday, I had $10.21 on a gift card from previous trade-ins that I wanted to cash in finally. It's been in my wallet for 3 or 4 months, and I just wanted to get rid of it. So I went and talked to the young lady behind the counter, and I asked her what's good, and she said, well, what kind of games do you like? I told her I'm the fan of like Skyrim, and Fallout 4 was beautiful. I like all of the Uncharted games. Those are incredible. And I really love the Telltale's series games. Those are really great. She told me about Morrowind, which is a multiple player online game, and I know some of my other friends here on YouTube are playing that, and they actually have a guild where there's several of them in this posse, and they go out each night and each day and kick ass and have fun and spread the spoils of war, and it sounds really cool. Unfortunately, those guys have a PC and they play it on their PC. I only have a PS4. Well, I do have a laptop, but I don't plan on ever playing games on my laptop or my computer. I plan strictly to stay with my PS4. So basically, as I'm rambling here, my question is, if I ever got like Morrowind, or I'm not even sure if this game is a multiple player, would anybody out there in YouTube land be willing to join up with me to create a team where we can play periodically, every once in a while? Now, I do also have to mention that I don't always have a ton of time to play games, so I would not be able to dedicate, say hours a day, or even maybe sometimes not even hours a week. If I can get on here and there, maybe 1 hour a week or a couple hours on the weekend, something like that. But other than that, I wouldn't be able to promise any guaranteed time playing these games. And I know a lot of these games are very time consuming. But if anybody would like to kind of join up with me, and you can even pick a game. I'm not sure. I mean, it doesn't have to be Morrowind. It doesn't have to be Horizon Zero Dawn. If there's something that you like and you think I might like, and you think we could maybe create a team, maybe get like 10, 12, I don't know, 20 people on the team and all hang out and kind of have fun, I'm all for that. I would really like to try that. And then maybe even some of us can record the footage for YouTube, because that's the second point I'm going to get to. I'm actually starting to think about creating a second channel just for gameplay. And I may even have like a little contest where I will let somebody out in YouTube land pick my secondary channel name, as long as it's, nothing foolish or vulgar or anything like that. I will have a contest, and well, I guess we'll put some entries into the hat, and we'll, just like we do contests for subscribers, subscriber giveaways. We can do one for the channel naming. So if anybody's interested in that, comment down below. I'd love to hear from you guys, because I would really love to start getting into some of these online gameplays with other people, and I think it would be really fun. Because the lady at the GameStop said if you play Morrowind by yourself, you're going to get very bored. She said, but if you play with a group of people, it's so fun. So why be bored when you can have fun with friends? That's what the discs look like. I'm not really sure what to expect. The lady said that this is a post-apocalyptic game, whereas it's already beyond the post-apocalypse, and they're starting to regroup and they're rebuilding the civilization, and a lot of things are mechanical, and there's some hellacious monsters, and just it looks really cool. She said the graphics are outstanding, and she said the game is very time-consuming and it's very addictive. And according to here on the back, it is one player, so I'm not sure if there's a mode where you can play with multiple people online. But again, the throbbing brain of my friends out there, comment below, let me know which games are multiple player online. For PS4, it has to be PS4, because that's all I have. And I look forward to hearing from you guys, and let's form a posse. So that was Horizon Zero Dawn. I'm looking forward to checking that out. And then the second one here is the Bioshock Collection that comes with this nice slipcover. This was pre-owned. I got it for $34, but I did trade in my little coupon, or whatever you want to call it, the gift card that had $10.21 on it. So that did get deducted from this. This one comes with Bioshock, the original one, Bioshock 2, Minerva's Den, and Bioshock 3 Infinite. And it looks like it has, the DLC was included in all three of these games. So I'm looking forward to checking these out. I know that some, if not all of these, were released on the PS3, and now I think they got a little bump in like graphics and sound, so they got like the 4K upgrade, so now they're available to play on PS4. But that is a pretty cool slipcover. It's like brand new. They had this slipcover on their display rack, and they had the game on the rack as well, but it was just the Amaray case. And I asked them if I could have that slipcover if I buy this, and they said sure, no problem. This was more like a display piece for them, but they gave it to me, so they probably just wanted to get rid of it. The next one here is a Blue Underground Blu-ray DVD combo collector's edition of Deathline, starring Donald Pleasance and Christopher Lee. And I know a lot of people have picked this up recently, and for good reason. This is a good movie, and it's Blue Underground is a great company, so they put a lot of good stuff out. This is the unrated edition. The film is from 1972. I'm going to go over the extras, and then we'll crack it open and we'll check it out. The film is from '73, 87 minutes long. It is in widescreen. It is all region. You get English, French, and Spanish subtitles. You get an audio commentary with co-writer-director Gary Sherman, producer Paul Maslansky, and assistant director Louis Moore O'Farrell. You get Tales from the Tube, interview with co-writer-director Gary Sherman and executive producer Jay Cantor and Alan Ladd Jr. From the Depths, interview with star David Ladd and producer Paul Maslansky. Mind the Doors, interview with star Hugh Armstrong. A Deathline trailer, Raw Meat trailer, Raw Meat TV spots, Raw Meat radio spots, posters and still gallery, bonus collectible booklet featuring new writing by Michael Gingold and Christopher Gallo. So excellent. Let's take a look at the inside and check out this booklet. Okay, who wants to crack into this bad boy? I do. Let's crack into this bad boy. First disc here is the Blu-ray, which has the same image that is on the cover. And the second disc is the DVD, and that art looks really cool. It has kind of a 70s vibe to it. I like the different color scheme that they have for that disc. And then you get the reversible cover which is the cover for the DVD. I really like that one a lot. I will probably be flipping that. Yeah, that second cover is a little bit better than the first one in my opinion. And then you get this nice decent sized book. We're going to go through, flip through page by page. There you can see you have the cast and crew. Deathline, aka Raw Meat, from 1972. You get some nice write-ups. Michael Gingold, who was the head writer at Fangoria for many, many years, up until just recently. You get some nice stills and some retro poster art there. You get some other movies, Dead and Buried, which is another good movie. I believe Blue Underground did release that one as well. There you can see Donald Pleasant's character. There he is again, and there is that retro style poster art, which is the reversible cover. And there are the track listings. Very cool. Glad to add this to my Blue Underground collection. And this will go in my to watch pile, and it's going to go quite a ways up because I will be watching this one soon. Deathline. And the last DVD slash Blu-ray that I'm going to be showing for this little tiny update video, and then I'm going to get into the Friday the 13th memorabilia. This is the latest and greatest from 88 Films, their Italian line. This is let me take the plastic off here really quick. Okay, this is Cold-Blooded Beast, and this was limited. I can't remember what it was limited to, the slipcover, but they're anywhere between 300 and 500. And I noticed lately a lot of them have been 300. I don't know why they're doing that, because they are selling these out pretty quick. So there is a demand for these slipcovers. I don't know why they don't just do it to 1,000 or 750 or whatever, but I suppose they're trying to make it so that they're a little more collectible, and they want people to order fast, which is, it's a good marketing ploy, you know, but some people that are missing out on these covers are getting a little pissed because they're such a low number. But, you know, if you snooze, you lose. This one does not come with the booklet. And this was a day one order for me. So I'm not sure if it just didn't come with a booklet, but if it did, I'll contact 88, and they always hook me up with the stuff I need, so I'm not worried about that. But if anybody got this edition with a booklet, comment below and let me know so I can contact 88 and they'll ship me one out. There is the Blu-ray with that standard green that they have for the Italian line that they have. And this is Spy number 32. The film is from 1971, and I love these Italian films. 88 Films is doing such a great job. They're very, very good. There's the reversible cover with the Italian title. A little disappointed that I wasn't able to go through a booklet for you guys. So please comment below, let me know if I need to contact 88, and they'll get me one out. Those guys are awesome. So just a little quick recap, then we'll get into the Friday the 13th goodness. And remember, if you guys want to join in on a gaming session, comment below. You can even pick the game, or, you know, choose a couple different games. We'll get some guys together and then we can all decide, we can vote. Here is Bioshock. That is the collection with part 1, 2, and 3. Here is Horizon Zero Dawn. There is the Cold-Blooded Beast with this super sexy slipcover. And then, of course, you get Deathline, aka Raw Meat. So let me pause it here so I can get out the Friday the 13th stuff. Okay, guys, thanks for sticking with me here. This is an exciting part of the video for me. These are all pieces of history and little mementos that were acquired from the actual set from the 1980 film Friday the 13th. And Friday the 13th was filmed in a camp, a Boy Scout camp called Nobi Bosco in the hills of northwest New Jersey. The Boy Scout camp still stands there today. It is ran by all volunteers. So they have a website you can go to order anything from that camp. That is, the mementos that they have are really nice. And every penny that you purchase, every penny that you spend at their online store goes directly back into the camp. These people make nothing off of your purchases. It's just to make the camp better and to keep the camp going for the Boy Scouts that go there every year still. So it's a feel-good kind of a purchase. You know, not only are you getting something really cool for your collection, but you're also restoring and helping to preserve Camp Crystal Lake, Camp Blood, from the very first Friday the 13th. So let me get into this here. Originally I was planning to show you guys this set that I bought, and I was going to try to edit this video. I don't know anything about editing, but I was going to try to put music in, and I was going to try to put pictures in of the certain areas for which these items were in the movie. I'm just going to have to describe them the best I can, and I think it would look a lot better if it was edited. But this first one here is called Angry Mother Bottling Company, and this particular bottle of water was filled in Crystal Lake, and it was bottled only on Friday the 13th. They only bottled the waters on Friday the 13th from Camp Crystal Lake, and then you get a certificate of authenticity with it. And it comes in this nice little displayable bottle. So it's really cool. It's one of my favorite items from my Friday the 13th collection. It says down at the bottom, bottled on Friday the 13th where the legend was born, 100% Crystal Lake water, not for consumption. And the next piece is called the Angry Mother Dock Works, and it says, I don't know if you guys can read that. I'll read it along, but hopefully you can see it. A sampling of shavings from our finest docks, collected on Friday the 13th where the legend was born. So they really stay true to the harvesting all this stuff on Friday the 13th, just to kind of give it a more authentic feel. Let me check my notes here for the Angry Mother Docks. Okay, this particular, the wood, the shavings of wood that are in this bottle are the last remaining swim dock section that survived from Friday the 13th Part 1. These are genuine wood shavings captured while cutting up the last remaining dock boards. So they actually, I think in 2014, they still have some of these on their website, by the way. In 2014, I think they went through and they refurbished the swimming dock, and they took off some of the old boards that were still original boards from 1980 that were part of the movie set, and they put new boards, they reinforced it, but the old boards they took out and then they shaved it and they made collectibles out of it. So that is 100% authentic dock board that was in the movie from 1980. And the next one is a little vial of sand with a cork in it. It's kind of a cute little bottle. It's called Angry Mother Beach Sand, and I guess you guys can probably guess where this is going. A sampling of sand from our most hallowed beach, collected on Friday the 13th. And that's no kidding, they really do collect the stuff on Friday the 13th. I know when they were out of water at one point, somebody wrote and said, hey, can you just go fill up another bottle? And they said, no, they can't do it. They have to wait till the next Friday the 13th. And sometimes that can take a few months. So for a few months, they went without water just because they didn't want to break the cycle of doing it on a Friday the 13th. And that's a true story. I'm not making that up or trying to pump up their website. This next one here, the Angry Mother Beach Sand. I have some notes here. This is a 1-inch tall, or I'm sorry, it's a 1-inch wide, 3-inch tall bottle full of sand that came from the beach where Pamela Voorhees fought Ginny Field. And of course, Pamela Voorhees was played by Betsy Palmer, and Ginny Field was played by Amy Steele. And in that scene where they were fighting on the beach, this is exactly the sand where their feet were trampling while they were trying to kill each other. So I thought that was really cool, and this is a nice collectible for any Friday the 13th fan. The Angry Mother Beach Club. And I got two more things to show, guys. This one is the biggest one in the bunch. This is called the Angry Mother Sawmill, and there's more wood on the inside, and I'll read that to you. Here, I'll let you guys get a little overview of it first before I start reading. This is kind of a big boy here. It's about the size of an olive jar, I would say. And it says, a sampling of our finest shavings from our most hallowed location, collected on Friday the 13th. And this is a 5-inch tall bottle, 8 ounces, filled with genuine wood shavings cut from the logs reclaimed from the restoration of the main cabin in the film. So there was some weak boards or some weak logs in the log cabin in the main cabin of the film. I think that's where they were playing Monopoly, in that main cabin in part 1. But some of the logs were weak, and they had to pull those out and kind of fix that back up, reinforce it with newer wood. So the old wood that they took out, they shaved it up and they put it into these bottles. So you can always own a piece of history from the original movie. So they're doing really good things over there. And there's one more thing to show, and then I'll do a little recap, and then you guys can comment down below and let me know what you thought of all this stuff. May have to pause it. Oops, sorry about that. Someday I will learn how to edit, and someday I will learn how to record. Someday I will get a better camera. There's a lot of things that I need to do better on my channel. That's why I always appreciate you guys coming back and watching, even though it's subpar quality. There's so many good YouTubers out there. I'm surprised you guys even come back, but I love you guys and I appreciate that. So this is the Certificate of Authenticity, and it's called the Sand Pond Society. And it just says it certifies that these souvenir dice that I'm going to be showing you guys were cut and handcrafted from logs reclaimed during the 2009 restoration of Van Dusen Lodge, one of the main filming locations in Friday the 13th Part 1, at Camp Nobi Bosco in Hardwick, New Jersey. And then it gives you the serial number. So that proves that this is actually a little memento that came from the Camp Blood or Camp Crystal Lake, whatever you want to call it. And these dice came from the same cabin that they were playing Monopoly at. That's why they are dice themed. It's just wood that the volunteers crafted into dice. Now these are not meant to be game played dice because they're not perfect. They're a little flawed, but I think that's charming, and these are really nice collectibles. But this is actual wood that came from the main cabin. They call it the Van Dusen Lodge, which is still standing today. All of that stuff is still standing. But periodically they do have to make repairs, so they have to take out some of the old wood, and here you have it. Instead of just throwing it away and letting it rot or burning it, you can turn it into really neat mementos that any Friday the 13th collector would love to have in his collection or her collection. So I'm very happy with these things. There's a couple other things I want to get. Some of the stuff is very pricey. I've been in contact with some of the volunteers there. If you email them, they're very fan friendly and they will get back to you. Sometimes it'll take a couple days, but they will be happy to get back to you. They're very polite, very nice. They give you answers if they have it. If they don't, they try to direct you to somebody who will give you an answer. And I was just asking if they're going to be adding any new stuff to the menu, and they said that they planned on it, but they couldn't give me any details, which is fine because I like suspense. And I'll keep checking periodically. And what I'm going to do for you guys is I'm going to link this website down below, and if you guys are interested in checking out any of these wares, maybe some of you guys already have all this stuff. It has been out for a while. Some of the things that I got in this little pot, this little pile here, this little lot, were very inexpensive, and especially for a pure collector. You got the dock wood, you got the beach, you got the Camp Crystal Lake water, which is probably the coolest. And then you have the sawmill, which was part of a log from the cabin. And then you have the dice that were part of the main cabin. Or was it the opposite? This might have been the main cabin and this was one of the smaller cabins. I can't recall. But there were 3 cabins in part 1. So, alright guys, that was it. I hope you enjoyed my little video. And please comment down below if anybody wants to kind of start up a little game guild and help me pick out a new channel and a new name. If I get enough response or interest, I will definitely do that, and probably very soon I'll start a gaming channel and I'll let somebody pick a name for me, and then we can go from there. Give me some advice on which games we can play, but just like I said, keep in mind that I won't always be able to just jump on and play it at will. I wish I could, but I have a lot of different responsibilities. I have a job, I have kids, I'm working on a new home, so I'm getting stretched in all directions, but I would still find time to play a little bit here, a little bit there. So if you guys are interested in my videos, hit the little bell in the upper right hand corner so you can be notified every time I upload videos. If you would like to give it a thumbs up, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, because when I hit 1,500 subs, which is only, I think I'm pretty close, maybe 15 away at this point, you would have to be a subscriber to enter my contest, and then I'll be giving free stuff away, but only subscribers are eligible. So anyway, you guys know the routine by now. Give it a thumbs up if you like to. Otherwise, I will catch you in the next video. Take care, and I will see you next time.
Whoa!